Hello everyone and welcome to Tech Bastian. As we saw in the previous video, Huawei is not going through its best moment. However, there is no denying that their phones have gone through a great evolution, reaching to compete in all aspects of phones, from the mid-range to the premium. Therefore, they are still a viable purchase option. So today we're going to talk about the Mate 20 family, which are the Mate 20 Lite, Mate 20 and Mate 20 Pro. These phones were presented in October 16, 2018 in London. Each one has something in common with the others and at the same time something that differentiates. We will see which segment it is directed to and what these phones will offer in the future. So without further ado, let's start. We have the three here and there are no major difference in size. The Mate 20 Lite is 15.8 cm height and 7.5 cm wide and weighs 172 grams. The Mate 20 is 15.8 cm height and 7.7 cm wide and weighs 188 grams, while the largest of all, the Mate 20 Pro, is 15.7 cm tall and 7.2 cm wide and weighs 189 grams. The Mate 20 Lite has a 6.3-inch LCD display with resolution of 2340 by 1080. The Mate 20 has a 6.5-inch LCD screen and a resolution of 2244 by 1080, and the Pro has an AMOLED screen of 6.3 inch and a 2K resolution of 3120 by 1440. The Lite and the Mate 20, they may not have the best viewing angles, but they have responded well to sunny environments. However, the Mate 20 Pro stands out as having a better panel, and besides having a curved screen at the edges along with the higher resolution and pixel density, it is an option to consume multimedia content. Now let's move on to one of the most important aspects, such as the camera. The Mate 20 Lite has two front cameras of 24 and 2 megapixels with aperture f2, and two rear cameras of 20 and 2 megapixels and an aperture f1.8. As we see, it can do quite well in the right conditions. The Mate 20 has a front camera of 24 megapixels and aperture f2, while in the back has three cameras of 12 megapixels and aperture f1.8, another 16 megapixels wide angle and aperture f2.2, and the last of 8 megapixels telephoto and an aperture f2.4, which offers us a hybrid zoom of 10 times and an optical one of only 2 times, has the improved artificial intelligence to recognition of scene. As we see once more in the test pictures, it seems to do it well, and if you know how to use the Pro mode, I am sure that you would take advantage of it. Now we jump to the Mate 20 Pro that has a front camera of 20 megapixels and aperture f2, which is located in this notch that it also has different sensors for a functional facial recognition, while in the back it takes a big lead since it has three cameras, but this time we have 40 megapixels in the angular and they are saying aperture of f1.8, also 20 megapixels in the wide angle and aperture f2.2, and finally the same 8 megapixels in the telephoto lens and an aperture f2.2. We have recording at 4K and also artificial intelligence to recognize the scenes. As we see in the test photos, it does it well, although you can have in some cases color more saturated than expected. But it is useless to have so many things without a battery that withstands a heavy pace of use. The Lite has a 3700 mAh battery and has fast charge. The Mate 20 has a 4000 mAh battery, also with fast charge, this offering a use of 10 hours of screen, an duration of 1 day, while the Mate 20 Pro has a battery of 4200 mAh, has fast wireless charging and even reversible wireless charging, which means that your Mate 20 Pro can share load to another device that possesses wireless charging, offering thus 13 hours of screen on and holding the heroic pace of all functions, coming to the end of the day with enough battery to get home. And speaking of performance, we have the new Kirin processor from Huawei. The 20 Lite brings the Kirin 710 8-core processor that runs at 2.3 GHz, has 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal memory expandable through the use of micro SD cards. In Mate 20 we have the Kirin 980 that runs at 2.5 that runs at 2.6 GHz. It also has 4 GB of RAM but jumps to 128 GB of internal memory, also expandable with micro SD. And in the 20 Pro, the Kirin 980 that runs at 2.6 GHz. However, its RAM memory can be whether 6 or 8 GB and a storage of 128 or 256 GB, also expandable with micro SD. Something that Something that they have in common is that everyone runs the layer of MUI 9 in Android Pie. At the beginning of the year, the Mate 20 and the Pro were updated, and now a few hours ago officially the turn of the Mate 20 Lite has arrived. As you know, Google has broken relationships with Huawei, so this is the latest system update so far that they will receive. However, all of other services will continue to function normally in the future, so there is no reason to fear. Don't panic. With all this in mind, we just need to know the price. The Mate 20 Lite is obtaining 250 euros, around 25,000 rupees or 2,500 yuan. Mate 20 costs 560 euros, around 45,000 rupees and 4,500 yuan. And the almighty Mate 20 Pro is escalated to 800 euros, like 60,000 rupees and 6,000 yuan. Each one is designed for a different type of use. If I had to choose, I would go with the Mate 20 or the 20 Pro. Although the difference is money in something. Although the difference in money is something big, so are the characteristics that it grants. One competes in the premium segment, while the other competes in the mid-high-end segment. So which one would you choose from these three? You need a cell phone that needs no more, or one in which you can play and consume content without fear of the battery, or the biggest of the family, in which the battery and the camera give it all to you, in addition of being able to have as much things as you need. Let me know which one would you go with. No more to add. I hope this comparison has been helpful. Stay tuned for the next video and do not forget to give a like and subscribe, as this helps me to grow. Until next time, friends.